Now, from Wish TV, this is The Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine. Coming up tonight, it's a week filled with winter sports tournament action. In the Coach's Corner, meet the former North Central basketball player, now leading the Panthers as head coach. Plus, our Athlete of the Week from Warren Central is looking to make it back-to-back wrestling state championships.
I knew if I just, wrestled me and wrestled hard all day, I would be under the lights, and that's what I did in the finals, and I came out on top.
We're all smiles for a new Zone Extra right now.
Yeah, you're right about that. Hey, good evening to you folks, and welcome to the Zone Extra. I'm Anthony Calhoun. What a great week of high school sports action with state tournaments in girls basketball, girls swimming, and boys wrestling. In the Coach's Corner, he's a former player now leading his alma mater on the hardwood. North Central basketball coach Kevin Gant is in studio with us tonight. Plus, our Athlete of the Week is one of the best wrestlers in the entire state. We're introduced to Warren Central's Kyrell Lavelle, and we go on campus tonight at the University of Michigan to catch up with former Zionsville swimming star Devin Kitchell. Now, let's take a look at this week in high school sports. Saturday was girls basketball regionals across the state. Number 3 Fishers took on Homestead. Second quarter, watch Fishers' Haley Smith go to work. Spin move in the lane, good for 2. And how about another drive here? She finished the team high, 19 points on the night. Fishers up by 15.5. Third quarter, as Caitlin Thomas misses her first attempt, fights back to get to the goal there. Fishers wins 61-31. They'll face Fort Wayne Snyder next in the semi-state. Meanwhile, Decatur Central, it was Lawrence North taking on Brownsburg, and game tied early in the fourth here. Lawrence North's Kamara Mills knocks down the triple. Wildcats take the lead. Then it's Monica Williams, the drive, basket, and the foul there for the Wildcats. Later in the quarter, Williams again gets it to go. Lawrence North, a regional champion for the 5th time. They win it 65-58.
Really just playing at our pace and taking our time instead of rushing. We got rebounds, got a couple turnovers off that, so we just slowed it down and played at our pace.
It's so exciting. It's exciting not only for our team, but our community of Lawrence. We just keep building this tradition of excellence. And they love each other, man, and we're just having a great time, having fun.
Congratulations to them. So here we go. Here's a look at the semi-state matchups in the south half of the 4A bracket at Southport. Saturday at 10 a.m. It's going to be Bedford North Lawrence taking on Center Grove. Then at noon, we got Lawrence North and Ben Davis ready to battle. The winners will meet at 8 o'clock with a berth in the state finals on the line. Meanwhile, in Class 3A, it was Hamilton Heights taking on Norwell. Third quarter, we pick it up. You got Cameron Runner gets it to go as she had a game-high 25 points. Huskies by 3 in the fourth. Hamilton Heights comes up with steal. Ella Hickok here with a nice inside bucket finish there. Huskies win it 44-40 and will face Twin Lakes in the semi-state coming up on Saturday this weekend. All right, moving to swimming now. The girls' high school season is in the books as the state finals took place last weekend at the IUPUI Natatorium. In diving, congrats to Center Grove's junior Mia Prusecki for the second year in a row. She's a state champion. Meanwhile, it was a record-setting day for Carmel in the 200 medley relay. The Hounds shattered the national record by over a second, folks. And then in the 200 free relay, another national record for Carmel as the Hounds cruise to a victory. And congratulations to the Hounds sophomore, Alex Shacko. She wins 2 individual events, including the 100 butterfly. The Greyhounds win 10 of the 12 events and are state champions. How about this, for the 37th year in a row. Wow, congrats to the Greyhounds. All right, on the mat tonight, the boys wrestling state tournament continued last Saturday with trips to Gainbridge Fieldhouse and the state finals on the line. And Central Indiana will certainly be well represented at the state at Newcastle. Congratulations to Cathedral as the Irish win their semi-state over Warren Central. Cathedral will send 6 wrestlers to state. Warren Central advances 5 wrestlers to state. And at Evansville, it was Center Grove claiming the semi-state crown, finishing 22 points ahead of runner-up Brownsburg. Both the Trojans and Bulldogs will be contenders for the team title this weekend. Good luck to all wrestling teams competing. All right, in boys basketball action, the MIC title was on the line last Friday night as top-ranked and unbeaten Ben Davis hosted Lawrence North. Giants come out strong here. Lincoln Riff here for 3. Ben Davis starts the game on a 9-0 run. Third quarter here, Zane Doughty gets it to go, plus the foul. Gotta like that. Ben Davis by 19. Giants win it by 15, remain unbeaten, and claim the MIC title. All right, here's a look at this week's Class 4A boys basketball poll. You see Ben Davis number 1, Penn 2, Brownsburg 3, Hammond Central 4, and then you got Center Grove right there rounding out the top 5 in the state boys rankings right there in 4A, that is. All right, time for a break. We have much more ahead here tonight on the Zone Extra. Glad you're hanging out with us. Up next is the Coach's Corner. He's the man leading, his former team. North Central basketball coach Kevin Gant is with us tonight in studio, and still ahead this weekend he looks to make it back-to-back state wrestling titles. We'll introduce you to our athlete of the week from Warren Central.
This is the Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine. The Coach's Corner, presented by Bailey & Wood Mortgage Lender.
All right, welcome back here to the Zone Extra. Anthony Calhoun here with you tonight. Time now for our Coach's Corner. He's in his second year as the head coach of the program he played for back in high school. Please welcome to the Zone Extra tonight, North Central boys basketball coach Kevin Gant here with us. Coach, great to see you as always, my man, and appreciate you taking the time to join us. And here we go, man. It's late February. You know what that means. You're getting ready to go into postseason play. But first things first, let me hear about your basketball team. What do you like about what you're seeing from your guys right now?
You know, our team is we're peaking. I think at the right time. We started the year off pretty well. Had some hiccups. You know, we had a little hiccup during county. We expected to kind of make another run, and it didn't go our way. But you know, one thing we learned as a staff, we saw some things that we needed to improve on, and we took the time to figure it out. And I don't know if we would have won that game against Ron Colley, we may have never figured it out.
Yeah,
I'm glad we did.
Yeah, so what is it about your team in particular that you like from what you're seeing from the guys right now?
Their focus. They've been really locked in. They've been really playing together, playing for one another. We got a lot of guys that are averaging close to double digits, and they really share the ball, and they're really competing on the defensive end.
Yeah, how have you seen the guys grow this year for the most part? What'd you say?
Yeah, you know, we had high expectations coming into the year. We had a junior all-star, Joey Brown, last year, and he's a senior this year, and you know, so we had our high expectations, but you know, our guys just continued to work. You know, we're trying to get them to understand that you know, every team's going to give us their best shot, and those guys got to come in and keep a focus and handle some success. Yeah. And one thing that they're doing, they're trying to figure that out to make this run.
Yeah. So year 2 for you at your alma mater, North Central. What was about the school that made you want to come back and lead a rich tradition program like North Central?
Yeah, you know, some big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
But, no, it's everything. The community was one of the big things as far as coming back. That's where I grew up, is where it all started for me. And I just wanted to come back and, you know, make a mark. And, you know, it changed my life in that sense. And I want to hope that I can do the same thing for these young men.
Yeah, you know, you spent some time down in my hometown in Evansville at Southern Indiana. How much has that helped you as you go back here to the high school level now and work with these young people?
Yeah, you know, I had a really good coach, Rodney Watson, down at USI, and you know, he took me on as a young man to step into the coaching ranks, and he kind of just let me fly. He gave me the reins, and I learned a lot. And you know, one thing he always taught me was understanding how to communicate and be a leader on that side of it. And you know, to this day, I still remember some of the things he told me. And, you know, it just got me in a position to where I'm able to step right in and help these young men.
Yeah, no doubt. This has helped you day in and day out when you're dealing with these young men, right?
Absolutely.
And especially if they got the questions about the collegiate level as well. What a bonus for these guys.
Absolutely. It's, you know, we come to recruiting, it comes to how they want to play, you know, what the coaches are looking for. One thing we try to get these young guys to understand is you got to know how to play off the ball. Because once you get to college, everybody's had the ball, everybody's been the man. So, you know, just being selfless in that. And these guys are really taking to that. And they, you know, my staff all graduated from North Central, and all played at the collegiate level, and some played pro. So, you know, we just have that, and they taking those words from us, and they're taking their stride.
That's great. I mean, you talk about having an opportunity to have some great men in your life here as far as these student athletes, the guys who have been through it, have gone down the same road these kids want to go through it. That's outstanding. So here we go. We got sectional draw coming up on Sunday. And my goodness, man, sectional 10 is always a battle. I mean, look at these teams here. Cathedral, you got Tech, you got Lawrence North, Lawrence Central, Crispus Attucks, Warren Central. We can go on and on. No, one day maybe they'll start seeding these these teams at least until regionals. But give me your take, man. I mean, you got a tough road here ahead, but I know your schedule prepares you for matchups like this, right?
Yeah, we got to play that tough schedule, and you know, playing in the MIC every night is a grind, and you know, you got to everybody's got to bring the A game. And about the sectional, man, it's really tough, and you know, the first whoever you draw is going to be a hard one. So you got to be ready to go, and you got to expect. We've played everybody besides Cathedral, and so we're familiar, and you know, we know what to expect.
Yeah, and anything can happen during the postseason. I mean, nothing is guaranteed. I know that's the mentality of your guys know. Hey, you better be ready to go every night when we get into the postseason, because anything can happen, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Anything can happen. So, you know, you just got to go in with a clear mind and have fun. That's one thing we always write on our board is enjoy playing basketball. And just you got to soak in the moment, and hopefully we come out on top.
All right, I want to talk about this history because we know it's a rich tradition program at North Central, the state championships you guys have had, and of course you've been a part of just a lot of that tradition. And when you played ball there, do you feel the pressure that you got to deliver here with, you know, a program that's had so much success? Look at those sectional titles, regional titles, 2 state championships, 4 Indiana University basketball winners, which is unbelievable by itself.
Yeah, it's a heck of a tradition. You know, as for us, we try not to put too much pressure on it. We want to, we try not to talk about the tradition as much as we want these guys to live in the moment for themselves, and you know, that makes it easier for us to coach them. If you know, of course, you think about it, and you know, you want to carry that on, but at the same time, you want those guys to make those memories on their own and not talk so much about what we've done in the past, but also just get those guys to understand it's very capable to do here at North Central, and it's kind of expected. And I think our guys love that challenge and are up to it.
Yeah, well, look, good luck the rest of the way. All the best in the postseason as well, and keep doing great stuff at North Central.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a timeout. Sudhead here tonight on the Zone Extra. It's our athlete of the week, folks. He's the Warren Central star, looking for yet another wrestling state title. Up next, you're going to meet the junior Kyrell Lavelle. That's on the way. Plus, we go on campus tonight at the University of Michigan with former Zionsville swimming star Devin Kitchell. Come on back.
This is the Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine.
All right, we're back here on the Zone Extra. Anthony Calhoun here with you tonight. You know, this weekend, our athlete of the week will make his 3rd trip to state and look for his 2nd straight championship. Warren Central junior Kyrell Lavelle is the top-ranked wrestler in the state at 132 pounds. He is 30-1 on the season, including a Marion County championship that he was able to win despite having a broken wrist. Back healthy again, Lavelle has his eyes set on another state title, but he's also proud to be the next in a long line of great wrestlers out of Warren Central.
It's very special, man. I've always wanted to be a part of Warren Central High School. Since I was younger, 6th grade, 7th grade, I always, you know, came to the football games. It was a great atmosphere. I was at state when 2016 when we won the state. It was great atmosphere. So it's special to, you know, wear black and gold on my chest and be a part of Warren Central High School.
The culture of Warren Central wrestling is already there, but having a kid like Kyrell win a state title, and you're talking about a kid that with full of charisma, full of personality. He's sharp. The kids like him. You know, he's a good leader. He always steps up in the big moments. And his ability to do that is unique.
I've gotten better in positions, you know, gotten better at feeling around the wrestling sport, you know, and my mindset has gotten better as well. My confidence has grown also, you know, and I think really the biggest part is my mindset has definitely gotten better. Definitely want to wrestle on a big level, NCAA's, Division I, Big Ten, you know, so I definitely want to All-American and the NCAA's as well.
Oh, you got to love that, boy. Bright future for him. All the best to him as he live out those dreams. Okay, time for a break. But much more tonight on the Zone Extra, including our play of the week. Plus, this is the latest edition of Ask the Commissioner with Paul Neidig of the IHSAA. That's coming up.
This is the Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine.
All right, we're back here on the Zone Extra. Anthony Calhoun here tonight. Now it's time to go on campus where we catch up with a former Central Indiana high school athlete as they compete at the collegiate level. This week, we head to Ann Arbor. Yeah, former Zionsville swimming star Devin Kitchell is in her freshman season at the University of Michigan. While at Zionsville, Kitchell was a six-time state champion for the Eagles and twice Indiana Swimmer of the Year. Devin says she is swimming a couple of new events for the Wolverines and loves being part of the prestigious Michigan swim program.
It's been good. Training is different, but also something I'm somewhat familiar with. So it's been really good. Really love the coaching staff. Love the team, obviously. My teammates are my best friends. We're like family. And swimming's hard, school's hard, but it's like a good hard. It's like a good challenging. And I love what I'm doing. So I'm really happy where I am. And yeah, we have Big Tens coming up and then NCAAs after that. So we're at a really fun part of the season and I'm really excited. It's really good.
That's great. All the best to her at Michigan. Continued success, my friend. All right, now it's time to ask the commissioner. Each week, we take one of your questions to IHSA Commissioner Paul Neidig and bring you his answer. So here we go. This week's question: how much do you enjoy seeing student athletes compete and succeed in multiple sports?
You know, we talk a lot about the second classroom, and anytime a student athlete is part of a team and they get to spend time with somebody that chooses to do their work in the eye of the public and coach kids, it's an opportunity to learn and grow and to be challenged for things that you maybe didn't realize you could do yourself. And I tell people all the time, being a high school athlete, at the end of the day, it wasn't about the number of points were scored in a game or your batting average. It was about the relationship that you developed with the coach. And you had somebody that cared about you, that wanted you to do the great things that you didn't know you could do. And you know, that relationship, if that can go on for 3 sports or 3 seasons a year, it's just better for the student athletes. So again, I tend not to focus on just the great performances on the court because they come and go. But what stays with these kids the rest of their life are the lessons that they learn from their coaches.
It's great to hear from the commissioner, always here on the Zone Extra. Hey, if you got a question for the commissioner, don't forget to submit those questions to us. Who knows, your question may be right here on the Zone Extra, coming up weekly here on Wish TV. Now, let's check out our play of the week. Last Friday night, Pike's Devin Woods beats the halftime buzzer off the glass for 3. Let's see that a couple more times as the Red Devils get a win over North Central. Our crews see a lot of great action, but we want to hear from you and see your best highlights. Send us the video. Who knows, you could end up right here on the Zone Extra, a chance to have your video displayed right here for the play of the week. All right, meanwhile now, Miami TV, Channel 23 is your local home for high school sports. Hey, coming up tomorrow night is a clash in the MIC as Lawrence North goes on the road to face off against Pike. You can see all the action live right here on our sister station, Miami TV Channel 23. That's coming your way at 7:30 tomorrow night. And it's a big night of high school sports when it comes to hoops, that is, across Central Indiana. As end of the regular season quickly approaches, we, of course, will have all the great action coming up for you right here on Wish TV on the Zone. 11:08 tomorrow night. Let's take a look at some of the games we'll have covered for you on the Zone. Coming up here, you see behind me those games. We got HSC taking on Brownsburg, Zionsville against Fishers, Warren Central against Carmel, got Noblesville taking on Avon, and Guerin Catholic against Ron Colley. Those are the matchups coming your way. You'll see those plus more games right here on Wish TV at 11:08. Make sure you tune in for the Zone. All right, folks, that's going to do it for the Zone Extra. Thank you so much for watching this week. You all know the deal. We're always here every Thursday, 7 o'clock, right here on Wish TV. Have a great night, everybody.